last week we ended on challenges. And
Yeah.
so I guess we're going to start with the challenge updates from both of our perspectives. Want me to start with my challenge?
Yeah, go first.
So my challenge was to get the first prototype of our products that were at least one product that we're going to have on our Etsy store. And we upped it with a little bit of help of you.
Yeah.
I got three product. Technically four. We counted. Four. This is a small SD card holder. If you're a videographer, do anything with tech, cameras, photography. This is for drones, drone SD cards, and just regular camera SD cards.
Yeah,
this is a
super
small
cool.
version. Then we got a medium version.
This one's my favorite version.
This is her favorite one. It's this. Honestly, arguably, we haven't tested it yet, but these could be waterproof. We're gonna test those probably because the seal on this is ridiculous. Once you clamp this down,
I had trouble opening it, and I usually am really strong.
She had very. Once you get it closed, it's closed for. I mean, it's pretty easy to undo.
Yeah.
But it's a really hard clamp. So this one's just the regular SD cards, but then the game changer is the Nintendo Switch holder. The same concept, but for Nintendo, it's the size for Nintendo Switch games, and it has the Nintendo Switch logo that glows in the dark. Actually, I kind of want to go back to this one because this one also has the Mixed Realities logo on the front of it.
Just so cute.
I don't know if it's going to be blurry or not. Maybe, but hopefully by the time this one's released, we'll have the Etsy store already up, and then hopefully you could go to the link in our YouTube description to go potentially buy some of these or pre-order
Or
them.
just look at them, check them out.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Because this is a final design. This one's a final design. This one is not. So this one probably won't be up there.
Cotton candy vibes.
Glows in the dark.
Oh, it does glow in the dark. You actually put it outside.
Yeah, so
in the sunlight.
It wasn't glowing in the dark, but then I forgot that you have to put glow in the dark stuff in UV light. So we're getting a UV light flashlight, which we have, and we just don't have batteries for it. Now,
the last product that we printed was this vase.
Yes, this vase. I like it a lot.
I really enjoy this. It came out really well, better than I thought it was going to be, honestly. It looks really good when there's a plant in there. I'm probably going to put a plant in there before we take pictures for the store. Mm-hmm. But I like this. It's so cute. The filament did very well on this one.
It's a wood filament, so it's a recycled plastic mixed with wood. So it's kind of like, we need to do a little more research, but I think it might be biodegradable, but actually I don't think it is biodegradable because then it would make no sense of putting a plant in there.
But it's pretty big and pretty sturdy.
Very sturdy. There is still some more refinements. We're not really sure if we want to make it completely waterproof or not, where it's like the water doesn't flow out, or not. I don't know that. You probably know a little bit more what the pros and cons of having like a base that doesn't have a hole at the bottom of it.
Yeah.
It does, but it looks really good. I don't know.
It looks really, really good.
If you guys can see it. And then we're going to probably do, but oddly enough, the smell of this is weird. I like the smell of like 3D printed stuff, especially the wood one. It smells like wood. It smells like bamboo.
Oh, it does. This smells similar to what that purse your mom gave me.
Yeah, that's made
for my birthday.
It smells like woody.
Yeah, it does. Smells woody.
Smells woody.
Yeah.
This is feels great. A little woody too. Like it feels like it feels like that
a bamboo
recycled hemp plastic. If you ever felt like that hemp plastic, it really feels like that.
And something good about this is it's not too heavy.
Yeah, because it doesn't.
And it's not.
It feels completely different from this.
Yeah, it does.
That's crazy. These are made from silk PLA, silk rainbow PLA, which is plastic. This one's recycled wood plastic, which is weird.
Not too heavy, so
it's really light.
Great for people that have starter plants or just want, a lighter pot in your house. Because I know when we moved, those plants pots were so heavy, we left a couple.
Yeah.
So, and they're cool little just random things you can put around your house. I wonder if a light would be cool in here, just in the bottom. If you had like a lighter.
Yeah, then you wouldn't be able to put water in there.
I know. Anyway, that's that. Lila is
Lila's joining us again. So that was mine. So I accomplished my my challenge. So now, recapping Lexi's challenge. Lexi's challenge was the meditate. Would you do 5 days or 4 days, or was it every day?
It was supposed. Okay, so the challenge was, if I remember correctly, that I was gonna meditate every day, Monday through Friday, or the whole week. I think it was the whole week. I don't know. I think I said Monday through Friday, but I ended up doing the whole week, and I ended up never stopping. I've done it. First of all, I did breathwork meditation, and that was the first time that I really did breathwork meditation, which is bizarre to me. I'm 25 years old, and I'm just now figuring out what that does to my body and to my mind. After the first day, I was literally hooked. So it wasn't even about the challenge to keep going. I woke up craving the meditation. I forgot this lady's name. I found her on YouTube. Dang, I forgot her name. But I did her meditation
Michelle Obama?
No, 3 times in a row, and the breath work is crazy because the first time I did it, I cried. And it was like a buildup of emotions in your body. And when
You cried from meditating?
I did cry. So it's you inhale from your stomach, and then it's your heart, and then you exhale out of your breath, like out of your mouth. So you do that. I did it for 20 minutes, 30 minutes every single day. And it feels like a cleanse. Your mind feels so clear. Mm-hmm. And I know it sounds crazy, but I had this pain in my chest for weeks, and it was hard for me to do deep breaths, really big deep breaths, mm-hmm. And it was sitting right here on my chest, and I just would forget about it, wouldn't think about it. Some days I would think about it, and it was literally just stress and pain. Just from everything, just sitting on my chest. And after I did this, and my neck, and after I did this, it was released. Mm. And it felt so stupid, like a literal weight off my shoulders or off my chest. And I was so surprised. I've been in this, it unlocked a new happiness and a new, calmness in my mind that I know I can get to every day just by doing it. Mm-hmm. So it has gone really well. The challenge turned into something great, so I'm probably going to I have continued. Yeah, I'm probably going to continue and dive deeper into the practice because I think it's really intriguing what it did to me. I literally remember I told you. I was I think we were in the car driving somewhere, and I was like, my mind feels so clear.
Yeah. It's something that I wish I would spend more time, but then I think we even discussed this. I've been running a lot lately, and that's been my meditation.
Yeah.
And it's running to me has been probably the past 2-3 weeks or month. Let's say we've been really consistent with running, and specifically me because you work, and so sometimes you just lift. But I've been running at least 4 times a week, and to me just. Because it gives you a time to just dissect your life and your mm-hmm. thoughts and so the whole time I'm just thinking about my present work, but in a more calm state.
Yeah, I know the day I was going to work, I was so happy that you were going on a run. Actually, I was you actually need it, so
I went on the
out, and I was you just
run.
need so I was you definitely need it. But it was funny because just like you said, you get into running, and I respect that, and I'm happy that running is always that meditation for you, because I look at meditation as running also, but the form that I really, really would just be to sit down and be with my thoughts for a while and be in silence. And I think I lost that spark with that meditation practice that I was doing, and I was my soul and my body was trying to release the tension somewhere else, and I didn't know how. And then once I found that, I was okay, I've been waiting for this, and now this is leading me to somewhere else.
So when you meditate, what type of music are you putting on?
So I've only done guided right now because it's new to me. And
so guided is when there's someone talking to you the whole mm-hmm. time.
Well, they're talking to you the whole time, or they're talking to you in the beginning for 5 minutes, and then for the breath work. So they're talking to you in the beginning, describing what's going on, and then the talking slows down, and it just is a breath that you're following, and it's silent, and then they'll throw in like, now's a good time for you to say something good about yourself, or now's a good time to focus on this, or like something like that. So it's like talking in the beginning, but it slows
like
down.
a funny thing. Like, what if someone like made like a guided meditation, but like as a joke? So like,
It's creepy.
so like it would just like towards like, you suck. Like it just whispers like shit like that, and like so you think they're not saying anything. You're like your thoughts like what the.
Yeah, and I'm like, I want to see how long I can do this for, because I feel like now it's a part of my personality. I knew I was going to rave about this because I was obsessed. I've been obsessed with it. And I literally just like 20 minutes. This is exactly what my body needed. 20 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes to an hour long of silence, either laying or sitting comfortably, eyes closed, darkness, focusing on your breath. Your body you will feel like a difference. You feel different. And it's funny because right after that challenge, 2 days later, I had to go to work and I was serving someone. And this old lady told me she owned like a sound store.
Oh yeah, in town.
This meditation store in town.
Yeah.
And it was weird because nobody's ever asked me about meditation. She's like, you seem so calm. And you seem so great. And she's like, what do you do? She's like, your energy's radiating. And that's when I just started raving about the meditation. But yeah, so I think my body was waiting on that. So shout out to the universe. And try it if you like meditation and haven't tried that practice. It's crazy cool.
I also think maybe we shouldn't. Did you got a haircut since our last podcast?
Okay. So I don't even know how big I've like done this with my head, but how bad I've done that with my head. But I was shaving my head in the bathroom a couple of nights ago, and I had the clippers going, like normal, and I like it short. I like my hair short. I think I look better. And I don't get it done. He doesn't help me that much, so
I've cut your hair.
I was shaving it, and then I felt it. I felt it on my scalp a little bit, and I was like, "Ooh!" And right when I did that, yeah, and I was like, "Oh fuck!" And then bald spot.
It's not that bad right now. It used to be worse. And then immediately after she did, we went to the bar because she wanted to see if people noticed. No one noticed until you pointed it out.
That's true. And then, so.
And it's way better now, and then your hair grows pretty quickly anyways. So.
Don't cut your hair.
Me?
By yourself in the bathroom if you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, I gotta decide what I'm doing with my hair, because I'm starting to be able to do a ponytail on top, and I need to decide if I'm gonna go back to short or keep it
Or he
riding.
should shave his beard and rock that pony. We don't know yet, though.
No.
I guess we won't.
No, I'm not the pony type of guy.
He's not a pony.
But kind of I want to say changing subjects completely. We're gonna do the new challenges at the end of that's how we're probably gonna close the new challenges. So it kind of the new challenge is always gonna be at the new end of the podcast. So throughout the podcast, think what your next challenge for
sir
will be. Because I kind of when we were doing the outline, I remembered like, oh crap. I didn't create a new challenge for me.
Okay, yeah, whatever.
Okay, so you want to go to the questions?
Yeah.
Which one should we do first? All right, this one, we took a question from this podcast. We'll tell you again. We use this clip. Would you rather live in a world with no rules or live in a world overruled like a dictator? Like, so you go from a purge 24/7 to you can barely go outside, you have to be inside from this time to this time.
Purge. Because if you do it correctly, you could have a family or a community that you make up that guards itself. and survive that way, and always, machetes, guns, bazooka. I'm just kidding, but always,
What's a bazooka?
always have these, cavalry, bazooka, whatever. Always have these cavalries that you have access to. On the other hand, you'll be locked up. It'll suck.
So, I originally had your answer until I kind of started thinking about the purge. And I was like, I don't think I could want to live in a life where I have to just worry about getting murdered every day. You know how stressful that is?
But what if you... Why do you think everyone's just going to murder everyone?
Because I was thinking about the purge.
Yeah, the purge, but what if that, is just our shitty mentality that we are forced to understand?
So if there's no rules, you think people will be completely cool?
What if? And a certain part of... The world is huge. If you could go to Scotland, for example... Yeah, there's no rules, but you could probably still live off the land. You're probably trading. Don't really care about money since there's not that many rules. So you're back to... I don't know. I want to go there. There's probably not that many rules. You're probably not following money.
There's cities there.
So you're literally just switching cattle, trading.
What do you think Scotland is?
Trading beans. Trading beans for porridge.
Scotland is not a third world country.
Trading beans for porridge.
It's a modern day country.
But you know what I'm saying.
There's cities. If
we didn't care about the rules, though, if there were no rules, that means money doesn't matter. That means somebody. Ooh, it might be dangerous.
Yeah, it would be dangerous.
But it could be peaceful. On the other hand,
I feel like there would definitely be pockets of peace. There'd
pockets
be a lot
full
more.
Of sunshine.
There probably would have. The cities would be probably. You were like, I'm not going to the cities.
Yeah, I know.
You'd have to be special.
You living in the country.
Overruled. I'm just thinking of
guns.
like China, people in China prospering. But then I'm thinking about North Korea. Then I'm like, how many rules are there? Like where it's like the question did say like a dictatorship. So yeah, I guess
I'd rather be free and, survive than be in a dictatorship, because then, if death happens, it was my time to go.
Okay.
Next
question.
Owie.
For $1 billion. Actually, let's bring it down from $1 billion, because $1 billion is a lot.
Okay, read it.
For $50 million, would you wear a T-shirt with a constantly changing live feed of your thoughts for a year?
Yes. 100%. Because you know why?
I would too.
First of all, the money's an easy yes. Why not? Second of all, if you think your thoughts are going to get you in trouble, that is a time in a year you can focus in on your thoughts, so they're all good. And they're all above average, achieving your thoughts. You get money and you get time to focus on your thoughts. I always keep telling focus on your thoughts.
Yeah,
Boom.
But then it would be awkward that one time you go to the coffee shop and then
damn, that booty big.
Yeah, or and her booty's or like, dang, like what if you see like a good looking person, you think of them naked, and then it's just like a quick thought, and then they're naked on your shirt.
Oh my gosh.
Or like you have that coffee that we go to the coffee, and then you like,
you
have the question of like is that person a boy or a girl, and then they're like, oh.
It'd be a lonely year. I would try not to go out.
Yeah, it would be a lonely year, but I would 100% do it. I think the key would be when you go out, you just gotta.
But you know what? That's crazy though, because that's like.
I would play it off as a magic trick.
Yeah. I think it's crazy that. I mean, that's a good question, because I also feel like you would benefit from having your thoughts displayed. Like, I feel like I believe that certain people should have a year or a month or a couple weeks just with them and their thoughts. I did it before. Like, I think when I didn't go to college right away and I took the first semester off, that was such a time with myself. And I remember people like that I knew was like, oh, I wish I did that. Mm-hmm. And I was like, yeah, because I literally just had to sit with myself. And I had no other time where I was able to sit with myself and just be like with me anyway. Yeah, just sit with your thoughts. Be with yourself. Be lonely for a year. Anyway, next question.
Would you rather go a week of only communicating through interpretive dance, or every argument you had has to be settled with a thumb war?
Thumb war. It's more fun.
Yeah, I think I would do that. I mean, that means you can the whole week. It's kind of like the time thing. A week of and if I'm not winning anything,
I'm losing.
In the thumb war, I could just always blame the argument, yeah, you got me this time.
Yeah.
Once the week's up, I knew I was right. I just lost that thumb war.
Yeah.
Next question.
Dunno.
Would you rather eat only one favorite dish for the rest of your life, or every meal for the rest of your life is a random dish? It's hard. Because you go for the fact, what if you get on a losing streak where it's just every meal snails, salamanders. What is it? I mean, that could be a meal in South America tribes. True. So it's dead goat brains.
You know what's funny?
Come on.
You know what's funny?
Brains,
this really isn't a hard question because whether I like it or not, I am a creature of habit. If I could eat the same food every day
for the rest of your life,
for months, if I pick the right concoction,
that's not the question.
If I pick the right food groups for this concoction, you can make it different ways. I'm not saying tacos, but I'm saying tacos, burrito bowl, tacos, quesadilla, meal or food.
Favorite dish. So a dish is a little better actually. Fajitas, that's a good dish.
I think I could do it.
Or
because then life would be simpler. Or you try something new all the time, and then you get to fast the days you don't like the food.
Yeah, because I'm the type of person that will go to a restaurant and purposely get something I don't know what the heck it is just to see what it is. I do that a lot, and so
I'm lying. I want the random stuff.
But then I was going back to my thought. What if you just go a whole 3 days and it's just random Amazon tribe meals?
You learn to accept.
You're oh no, not the.
You learn to
eel
accept.
brains, the eel guts.
Yeah, I think you'll be surprised with how much food you'd like.
What if you get dog and you're oh man?
Probably tastes like chicken. I would never eat a dog, but dog probably. Frog tastes like chicken. Gator tastes like chicken.
Gator, but yeah.
Rabbit tastes like.
I don't even know. I don't
like turkey. I feel like.
I've had rabbit. I had frog before, but I don't remember what they taste like.
Chicken.
Okay. This one's an interesting one.
What?
If we had to swap lives with each other for a month, what would be the most challenging and exciting parts of taking the other's role?
The most exciting part would probably be being very techie and being able to create.
Are we switching interests too? You're having my brain, or are we just switching bodies where it's kind of oh fuck, I have my same.
Do I get your brain? I'd rather have your brain than your body. What the fuck am I gonna do with your body? What the hell? I don't want your body.
Yeah, it's just what would be the most challenging, exciting parts of taking the other's roles? So it's just your roles. You.
Oh my gosh, the role. Fuck. If I took your role, the most challenging part.
The techie thing, you can become techie.
Shush your mouth. The challenging part, be dealing with me probably.
As a guy, you as a guy.
Yeah.
You always come on, bang, let's bang, and let's fuck, man.
I would never say that. No, I think the most challenging part would be dealing with me.
I think the most challenging part would be sex for me. It'd be weird. I cannot imagine having my legs up in the air. I cannot imagine my legs up in the air. And
I want to try. Oh my God.
I feel like that's the most submissive.
On your back? Just
Like,
rolled over, rolled back.
that would be the most challenging. The most exciting, probably just going to work for you. Maybe to see how
how work feels.
your work feels. Because you said you had a lot of cool regulars. People are nice to you.
Yeah, that's true. Dang. I think the bad one would be dealing with me. I think the good one, maybe the opposite of your problem, banging.
So banging as well.
I think that's a good one.
Yeah.
That's my good. Banging.
And just also the dissecting what like sex for a girl is, I feel like is so foreign for a guy. It's so foreign because like I do not. It sounds it's just like I don't know. It's just weird.
That's true. But I mean, the concept for a guy too. I mean, where do these things come from? We're just rubbing on an object until it gives you a certain emotion. Anyway.
Do you have any questions?
Do I have any questions? About sex?
Any more questions that you want to add to the list? Because that's essentially we have a few more, but I don't like them as compared to the other ones. Like, what's the weirdest workout trend you're willing to try?
What the hell? Okay, would you rather have to cut off my left arm or my right big toe? Arm or toe?
Your toe.
Okay, never mind.
Your arm, you could wear shoes. No one will even know you were missing a toe. Your arm, you literally have to walk. You can't hold certain things. You can't drive. I mean, you could, but you shouldn't.
Yeah. Okay, never mind. Bad question. Next.
I guess we could go into the challenge part.
Challenge. I have no idea what I want my challenge to be. Oh, yes, I do.
We could do a team challenge.
Together?
Get the Etsy store up.
I think our challenge would be the Etsy.
The Etsy store? By the time this podcast is uploaded, which is almost exactly a week, because we uploaded today. And now we're shooting today.
And you know what? I think the one thing we should do is do a challenge without people knowing, and then coming to it with like do a challenge without people knowing, and then sharing what the challenge was on a pod instead of telling about the challenge. And then
I want to do the one chip challenge that I mentioned before. Not right now.
Gosh.
Where we're not going to do this week, but the challenge will be we both get one of the hottest chips in the world, and we have to sneak it in each other's food. Put it, crush it up.
This is going to be so easy.
Put the powder.
Hey, babe, can you give me that? Hey, babe, can you give me a piece of bacon?
But you have to film it, and if the other person catches you doing it, you have to consume whatever you're making them consume. So it could be a reverse, you put it in my drink, I'm about to take it, I'm is it in here?
No.
And then if
I'm excited about that one, so I think I'm going to do great.
Yeah, we'll do that one next time. I feel like that would
Yeah, no, I don't want to do that right this week.
Yeah, because that
might
ruin my week. Yeah.
So
a team challenge would be getting the Etsy store up and running.
Yeah.
That way we can have that up. We've been posting. We have a completely different channel for that. That way the algorithm only gives us people who are looking for Etsy stores and cool, viral products and 3D printed products. So if you want to go follow them, you see that page, it will be in the description, called MR Creations.
MR Creations.
Besides that, do we have anything new in your life that you want to share with people? Any words of wisdom before?
I know I went on a rant about feeling different because of my meditation and stuff I've been doing. But overall, I've unlocked a part of myself that I knew was there, but I didn't reach yet until now. I'm gonna start crying.
Whoa. This,
Okay, wait.
escalated. What? Why? What, no, let's dissect that. Why? What made you get that feeling of
So-
crying? Because you did mention you cried while you're meditating. You did throughout the week telling me off, the podcast how. It's
So
amazing.
I always knew and understood, and I'm an empath, first of all. So I always knew and understood how I take feelings and how the outside world affects me. But I honestly never knew how fully indulging in your mind and finding what works for you changes that whole scenario.
Mhm.
So like I remember going to the doctor one day and the doctor being like, you carry so much stress and pain that if you don't get control of it, you're gonna die. He's like, that was like years ago. He's like, you remember the term stress kills? He's like, not to be blunt, but it's true. Stress does kill. So ever since then, it's been locked in my brain. And I think, to have this feeling and to be so heavy all the time in your body and to feel a lightness, like on the other side of that, to feel how a lightness and a clear-minded space is bizarre. Like,
So you're feeling better.
I'm feeling.
I had to touch you.
I'm feeling
get
like
that little energy from you because you got some
completely-
great energy right now.
I feel completely different. I feel like I can live life and not be knocked down completely if one thing goes wrong. Like my mind feels strong. I feel clear. I feel lightheaded, and like not like
Are
my
you
head
dehydrated?
feels light and clear.
Are you high right now?
My energy is clear. I feel like I honestly was driving to work the other day, and I was like, I have no idea how you have been with me
Oh.
for this long. And that's something that I started crying because I was like, I felt like a dark cloud just went away from my body, from my presence, and that I was dealing with for so long, and I knew I wanted to get out of it. I knew I wanted to get out of this small bubble that was always constantly roaming in my head.
People that a lot of this wasn't because of like you also had a lot of stuff that you haven't talked about happened with your family. And
Yeah, so like a lot of things that have nothing to do with our relationship, that have nothing to do with my immediate life, honestly.
Yeah.
A lot of things that I take on just because I'm an empath, just because how I am and how I deal with feelings, I just take them on and I wear it like a jacket all the time. And I realize that like I can take the jacket off. Like I don't need to wear it all the time. And to realize that and to believe it and to feel it is a different thing, different story than like thinking that. And you know what I mean? Like to actually feel that way is bizarre. To know and to figuring out what works for your mind and for you to get to a clear space is trial and error in my opinion. And I feel like after years of doing things that made me feel good and stuff like that, I'm finally
I don't know if this mic's catching it, but Lila's literally snoring.
She's snoring. She's always snoring.
You're like saying
On a
something
pillow.
very impactful, and I hear.
On a pillow. On a fucking pillow. But yeah, like I think it's trial and error with what works for your mind. And even if something worked for a little while, you might have to switch directions and figure something else out. But like the fact that I kept going, I knew this feeling and I knew this headspace was somewhere in my reach, and I'm finally there to where like I feel good in all aspects. You know what I mean? Like obviously I'm gonna still have bad days and stuff, but I've never reached a level of like mental strength than right now. And everything's more clear. Like I walk around more clear, I think more clearly, I see more clearly, I'm more thankful, I'm more grateful. I can see the way our life is going and like the positives and not just the negatives.
I have noticed
it's just fucking crazy.
A lot these past weeks. I feel like a lot of stuff is clicking for us. I mean, even though stuff with business isn't going the greatest, but I'm able to deal with that, and I feel like we're starting to get a footing on working on the podcast, working on the 3D printing stuff.
Yeah, and
creating
just
more
being
content.
settled and grateful.
And focused.
Yeah.
Whether things are going right or not, being more focused allows you to get through them easier. Now, the one topic that I did want to cover I just came up with is things are super focused right now. Is it raining?
The car.
But the things that are not that clear right now is that do aliens exist or not? Remember, there was those hearings.
Oh, I know.
I wanted those hearings are either completely true or it's the government trying to like throw shade on something because they do both. You know, there's like they release like all these. Why? How come like there's major things going on? There's a giant war. We're almost like in World War III with Russia. There's the Hunter Biden trials going on. Then there's the Trump trials going on, and then all of a sudden, oh, UFOs. Like what?
I just think I think it's a build up. I always think when things like this happen, it's just a build up, and something huge is gonna happen in a couple years or a year, or like they're waiting to release something that's already happened, but now they have to lead us up to it. That's what I feel like.
Like there's just so much crazy things that already happen on the Earth without aliens.
Yeah.
But the fact that this is coming to light while all these crazy things are happening, it just kind of minimizes because you got to think an ex-president is being charged with crimes while the current president's son is being charged with crimes. When in history has something like that ever happened where both current and past, has something bad going on with them? And then this just shows you that. And then, but it's not the big topic right now. What's the big topic is the UFO hearing.
Yeah, I know. If there is aliens.
If there's aliens.
Right after we see all these aliens
they picked a really good time to fucking start coming. Like,
that's why I said it's a whole... Something's going on and outside of our reach that they're going to introduce us later.
And that's why it's like something, whether you believe in it or not, it's like so...
I do.
I think... So this is my thought. I think there are aliens, but I don't think this is... With all this stuff coming ahead, I don't think it's authentic to what the people who are actually UFO and alien believers and like I don't think the government and these releases are meaning to like open up a new book of like. I think it's literally just timed in a way where either it's collusion amongst both parties. Like, yeah, we need to divert something. Maybe there's because then also there's. We're sending weapons to Ukraine and like so much stuff that's being overlooked, but we're focused on this alien stuff. So it's like, I don't know. I
always believe aliens are real. I don't know if I've always believed.
Yeah, I believe they're real. It's just like,
are
they here?
Yeah.
Wait, they are?
I think so. I think have definitely come here before. I used to think that there were random ones walking around getting data to go back. Men in Black? Yeah, I used to think that all the time, but now I feel like they're just coming and they're curious, and the only reason why we've seen and discovered some of them in backyards and stuff like that is because they made mistakes. Yeah. Like, I feel like they've easily have flown in. Like, this shit's not new.
Well, this is the thing.
I think they've flown in, have done stuff, gotten data, judged us, flew back, but now we notice them if they fuck up.
No, and I've seen people criticize, like, oh, if aliens could get here, why would they be crashing? Okay, look at the progress of what we've been to Mars. Our progress was always to send drones, like we send rovers first.
Yeah.
Imagine people then they're sending rovers to us. Maybe they're just good enough. They're like 3 light years away, and they're just good enough.
Testing the waters.
Maybe they're already sending rovers that we didn't know even are around, and then they send a ship and it fails because a ship is way different than a rover. But the fact that they're able to get a ship here means they're already 5 times. 20, maybe even a million times more technological advanced. But then there's another theory. What if they travel through like the 4th dimension and they can speak to us through our thoughts and our dreams? I saw that.
So I saw that theory, and oh my god,
what if like some ideas are implanted by aliens?
Well, I thought about that because when Elon Musk, when I first saw, I think it was him. Oh, okay, I think it was him. When he was building a tunnel or something.
Yeah, the Boring Company.
Yeah, so I saw somebody talk about that, and they were like, someone is in Elon's mind, in his brain, and they chose him to do all these things to the earth.
Mm-hmm.
Or like he somehow is connected. And God, I believe in everything. So I'm like, yeah, that is definitely a possibility because I'm like, I sometimes, I'm not going to say I'm crazy and I hear stuff, but I definitely feel like dreams are crazy. I have crazy dreams. Yeah. I'm so glad I have friends that I can like be honest with and be like, have you ever dreamt about this or like done this situation? Because I'm like, I've had some very vivid dreams where I'm like, oh my God, I don't know.
And then there's people that say that they don't believe their dreams mean anything. So I believe your dreams mean something if you are focused on them. Like, for instance, like if I'm really focused on like my business, I will have dreams about my business that actually are like, if I have, if I have ideas for a video project, I'll have dreams about similar things of that video project. So like they do mean stuff and like helping me be creative. And sometimes, it's not telling me the future, but it's giving me hints of like things of like I'm already thinking about in my daily life, like, and it allows me to keep thinking about them in my dreams, which means something.
All the time. I can literally, people think like I feel like I'm crazy before I realized people did the exact same the same experience, because I used to feel like I could be going to sleep or dreaming, and I can choose to be indulging in that dream while I'm dreaming. Yeah. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna be in this dream tonight, or in my mind, I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna
and like sometimes
that brain part dream.
Is there a fucking bug on my head?
Yeah, let that part of my brain dream. Like I feel like there's a difference when I'm dreaming, I'm wide awake.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but I'm choosing like. There has to be a word for that.
And there's like different dreams. Like there's like sometimes dreams that I'm just truly enjoying the moment and like
it's almost like on the outside looking in,
or like watching a good movie.
Yeah.
But then there's some dreams where I'm like thinking about like it as a movie, but like as an idea, like this is something that I've had an idea about, and then like I like am seeing my vision from something that happened in my real life flourish in my dreams.
And stress can
like my business is super successful. I have a nice car. Like I'm seeing those things.
And stress can differ your dreams. Like, they can make your dreams different than... They can impact your dreams greatly. Stress can. I know, like, sometimes I'll be dreaming and I'm like, okay, I'm dreaming about this way too much. That means I'm stressed or I'm anxious and I need to, like, do something tomorrow that's, like, better with my body.
I'm trying to think the last time I had a scary dream. I haven't had a scary dream.
I had...
Because they suck. It's like,
they do.
Like, I remember having a dream growing up where I think like, I was like driving cars with my brother, and my brother got in a big accident, and that was like, I guess sad. It was like a sad dream. And then I had like a scary dream one time that like, there was just a demon after me and my family, and then like it finally got like, I think either me or...
When I was young, I kept having dreams that my family members were dying. I kept looking it up and kept looking it up, and like...
Those are sad dreams.
It was terrifying, and it was... I saw probably Reddit or some fucking website that like, somebody in your family's going to die. And somebody did a couple weeks later, and the dream stopped. But they were happening and happening. I know it sounds crazy, but they were happening. I kept looking them up, and then she was an older lady. I didn't know her that well, but she passed, and I was like, it's probably because of that. Yeah. No.
You killed someone?
I did not kill someone. Don't say that about me.
Oh, you're the one that just said you dreamed about someone dying and they died.
Yeah. Whoops. But foreshadow. Your dreams foreshadow everything. Most of them.
I've never heard something that foreshadowing.
Okay, relax. What's important?
Well, let's just hope you don't. If you ever have a dream about that, just let me know if you say, "Oh,
I try to conquer." In your dreams,
tell me how I die, so I will not.
Am I insane? Because I try to conquer my dreams before I even go to bed. There's something about my body.
I hate when a dream ends without the conclusion.
Yeah,
like, fuck.
But I'm so I feel so many emotions. I know how my body's going to react if I have too many before I go to bed.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to clear them before I go to bed. I wake up in the morning, I'm like, damn, I had shit sleep because I was thinking about way too much stuff before I went to bed. And I just feel like there's certain ways where I'm like, okay, I don't want to have bad dreams tonight. I'm going to make sure I run and have a clear space before I go to bed. The other day I meditated while I went to go shower before I went to go to bed so I could just cry because my brain was too compact with feelings. I'm so emotional, and he is.
I feel like a lot of guys are the same as me, so.
Yeah, a lot of guys. That's how I stop myself from saying you're not emotional because you are. I'm just overly emotional to where I'm like, damn, I'm lucky
I feel like
that
I'm
you
more emotional than
understand.
the average guy.
I'm lucky that you understand. No, you're great. You're great. Look at me. Look at us. But I feel like
Look at us.
you deal with mine very well.
I'm good at listening.
Yeah. And being, like, harsh, too. You're good at being harsh.
Like,
But everyone
give
needs
you
to
what
be.
it is. Like,
Yeah.
why are you thinking about this right now?
Yeah. But, like, or, like, get up and do something,
Yeah.
you know. But I feel like some people I know people could not handle my emotions. Like, not saying I'm a fucking psychopath, but, like, pretty much.
I mean, I feel like
Some people, like, I've met, I'm like, I can never be with this guy.
I feel like if you're not in a relationship with someone that you can act psychotic with in like a fun way, like making the most ridiculous jokes, acting like a little kid, like you just posted of us, like it was super storming out, like the biggest storm that I was ever. I've been in Florida, but it was a big storm. And it just so happened randomly. It just started, and then I was like, I want to run in the rain. So I ran out in the rain, come back, soaked. Lexi goes out in the rain, and then she slips and slides down
Falls and eats grass.
And I feel like that moment, it's just like you need to find someone where you can act like, because if you're, let's say, 50s, you need to have that inner kid, even if you're in their 50s. Like, I feel like why my grandparents lasted, or like, 80, 90 years, and their relationship is so beautiful and great because I feel like they still joke around and they still make jokes.
For sure.
And they're very active. They, they work out and, play cards and stuff like that. But I think the big thing with their relationship is that, one, they're brutally honest with each other.
Yeah.
Almost too brutally honest.
It's great.
But then they're also, they still cracking jokes with each other and whatnot. And I feel like humor is the best medicine.
We are so lucky. Like, I just don't think any other intimate relationship I could be anything like this. Like, I feel like we are so lucky to have found this. Mm-hmm. And when I used to dream about what I would want in a partner and, like, how that would be and how life would be, it's like, what's going on? So I find it really mind fucks you sometimes. I don't know if it for you, but sometimes for me, I'll just be sitting, especially nowadays, and I'm like looking at what's going on, or you're just playing with Odin or Lila, and I'm like, holy shit, like this is what's going on. Like
You shit your pants?
Fuck, let's just get married.
What? What'd you say? What'd you say?
I didn't say anything. I did not poop my pants. Go, what were you gonna say?
No, I think the good thing about our relationship and any healthy relationship, and I feel like what people need is like not one side is more selfish than the other, if that makes sense.
Oh my god, and you're constantly learning.
Yeah.
We're definitely not perfect, but like we are open to learning and open to being like, this is what we're doing. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So, at least for me, I got eyes on nobody else.
What the fuck? Me either. I literally am at home all day, every day.
But you know what I mean? Like, there's just no other... Like, some people... There's nobody else. Don't touch me.
We kind of... I just realized this green is really close to the green of the couch.
Oh my god, it is. It's such a good green, though.
Yeah, yours is kind of like the lighter version.
Mine's a teal.
Whatever. But I think this is a good way to end the podcast. I guess...
we love each other. We're great.
If you're still here, remember to subscribe.
Like
the video.
Tell me what your favorite color is.
Comment below any fun questions that we should ask each other,
Oh yeah.
and what if you have ideas of products you want us to print for you, maybe we'll print them for you. We will be doing eventually, once the shop is live, not right away, we're going to post just random stuff to get the algorithms of the new account understanding what the page is about. But then we're going to be doing 30 days, 30 giveaways, where every day we're going to be dropping a print of something, whether it's not going to be any of our products, but it's going to be toys, vases,
Yeah.
cool knickknacks, tools.
Anything we freaking want.
And all you got to do is follow us on any of the social media platforms, YouTube, Instagram, and what's the other one? TikTok. Share it, comment below, follow, and then tag. So like I think we'll do like something where you have to tag a friend.
We'll do something. That'll be great.
And then maybe on Instagram you have to share it to your story or something like that. And then we'll pick one out of on all the platforms. And if it does good, we're gonna
do it again.
We'll be doing another 30 days, and then another 30 days.
We're just
if
gonna
it keeps going.
freaking have fun, and we'll see what's up.
Because we are really having fun printing stuff. I know
Yeah.
I'm used to getting little hours of sleep, but now it's kind of motivating to even get less hours of sleep. Because like you send a print out to the cloud, to the printer, and then it's like, I assume it's what God feels like when he's creating stuff.
Oh my god.
Just watching it go zzz, it's layer by layer. You're like,
Yeah, it's great.
So.
Okay, I'm thirsty. Love
See you
ya.
guys next time.